So we'll see what positioning these teams choose to take on this map. They haven't moved yet, so I guess they haven't gotten the countdown, but here they go. The PhD is moving to their end. The Ret DK team, though, is coming across the bottom of the map. Looks like they're going to take the bottom pillar and sit on that. An interesting choice.
Oh, man.
There's some leverage from the top of the map, but we'll see whether it pays off for the Ret DK team.
You know, every single time a team rushes like that on the bottom, I just think they're complete scumbags. I hate them, especially if it's like triple DPS or like a melee cleave like this. You know,
well, at least they did not come straight across and, you know, pop all cooldowns. I've had matches against this team where they've done that to me and, you know, killed one of my partners in a few seconds, which is frustrating to play against, but it's something that this Ret DK team can do. So, and they execute it pretty well. So they're not choosing to do that here, though, probably because there's a Holy Paladin on the other team. Yeah. We'll see how the aggression starts here. We see a Death Grip onto Giantz. And the Ret DK team is going to start on him at the bottom of the map. He's staying pretty high health, but Toez is in a Repentance right now. Now starting to dip a little bit.
Oh, and Giantz actually stole the Ret Paladin 20% damage reduction, I think. And Bubblist actually went down a little bit there. He got picked back up. Giantz stuck in, or puts himself in an AMS and an AMZ all at once, trying to prevent as much damage coming from this DK Ret team as possible. Look at him down to 70%
on Toez with a lot of damage onto Giantz right now. Giantz gets bopped. I believe Toez may have trinketed the end of that strang.
Yeah, he did. And Giantz also Lichborned right there. And now there's a stack going onto the Priest right now, so that way the Ret Paladin's taking some of the damage if they decide to hit this Priest. Sudal, the DK, is also taking damage now. They don't really have a set target this game. They're sort of just switching into whatever they think they can kill.
Looks Giantz, like whichever of the Red or DK which comes into the open, the PhD is willing to go on them. Giantz now dipping again with a full fear on Toez. He is not breaking that. I do not believe he has bubbled yet, but he chose not to bubble there.
Yeah, he still has his bubble, but he's holding that thing. And it looks like he's going to bubble that Repentance. Good choice. A pet sack from Giantz, but I think Necrotic was stacked so high it actually didn't heal for anything. So there was a Wyvern Sting into a Hammer of Justice on the Priest. Bubblist now at 56% health, and he's going to shield too. I'm questioning that shield. I don't think he should have Divine Shielded there. I think he was definitely going to be okay. The Priest was out recasting.
They may have been worried about a very long CC chain on his Priest, but now the Ret DK team is actually, or sorry, the PhD is actually hitting the Priest for a little while. We'll see if they stick to him. It'd be surprising to me if they stick to him for too long here, because he's not dipping very fast. I'd like to see them go back on the Ret Paladin, but they're choosing to stay on this Priest.
Yeah, okay, so there was a bop from the Ret Paladin there onto his Priest. The Priest is pretty low on mana, by the way. He's at like 10%, whereas Toez is looking fine on mana. He's at 70 or so. Bubblist dipping down
back on Bubblist with a pain suppression on him to limit some of that damage. It was a very fast swap. The Priest was struggling to keep up with that damage. Didn't want to let his Paladin dip too low. We have a grip onto Toez into a Repentance, and a Fear, I believe, overlapped with that, yes. So that's not quite the best use of those crowd controls.
Wow, that wall just took that Priest from like 20 to 90 or something. A scatter on the DK. The Priest is still in a little bit of trouble.
Down with full odd Toez there on the kill.
Wow. I actually kind of missed that a little bit. Sorry.
There was a very long CC chain on Toez actually at the end of the game. He was death gripped into a Repentance. The Priest feared about the last 3 seconds of the Repentance, and then he got full Hodge with no way to break it because he'd already bubbled earlier. He bubbled a Repentance to top Giantz off, and he'd already trinketed that Strang earlier, so he had nothing left for that CC chain, and Giantz went down.